Okay. And it's a 3 and a 2 and a 1. Hello. And welcome back to your boys and anyways, so we'll cut that one out, but yeah.
No,
so
I'm keeping
just
it.
let you know- yeah, keep it in. So today's reading is something twisted my brother's head off. Or actually, if you want, was my brother's head clean off. I found out what it was. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, this is your boy Joe and the original and amazing and beautiful and wonderful host of this, Scott, which is always here. Okay.
You're the host of Scott. Like, yeah, I am the host
The
of my
amazing host, Scott. He is here. So yeah, like just to let you know, this is gonna be a great reading. It's gonna be spooky.
Spooky. I feel like none of these videos are ever spooky.
No.
Because we make it just so
especially when
not
I'm
spooky.
here just giggling, just listening.
Yeah, we just giggle and laugh all the time.
I know.
All right.
Okay.
I wasn't the one that found Maddie. It was his wife, Elizabeth. Back from a night shift at the hospital, eager to shed her scrubs and settle in for a long sleep. Instead, she walked into the bedroom to find Maddie sitting in a chair, his severed head in his lap. I would have preferred not to hear any further details about my brother's body, but when Elizabeth called me on the phone, hysterical, she couldn't help but overshare. Dark bruises covering his arms and legs. There was blood everywhere, soaking through his white t-shirt and stripped pajama pants, pooling all around the wicker chair where he sat. The skin of his neck was frayed where it had been ripped apart, almost like a popped balloon. The muscle, too, was stretched and torn, and the vertebrae stuck from the top of his neck hole like a white sleeping worm. I don't know why neck hole is so funny.
Is it bad? The one thing I got stuck on is the fucking wicker chair. I hate wicker.
What?
so
You don't like
much.
wicker?
I hate wicker. Also, I thought Maddie was a girl for the longest time. Up
It's-
until it said he.
Brother.
Is
Brother dad.
I know, but I thought Maddie and his wife Elizabeth were gonna be like a lesbian couple, but it's not. Also, yeah, I don't care. I don't remember anything about the story anymore.
Fair enough. You know, it's been 2 paragraphs.
Go talk about your pop balloon and your
Pop balloon
cheap
and
neck hole.
neck hole.
Though we hadn't spoken much in the last few years, I was the only family Maddie had left. I caught the next flight to Boston and we met up with Elizabeth at her parents' house. She started screaming as soon as she saw me, or maybe she'd been screaming all day. Maybe I looked too much like my brother for her to handle. After a few hours, she calmed down enough to start saying a few words. I asked her if Maddie had been in any kind of trouble. He'd been reckless in his late teens and early 20s, selling drugs on campus. It was small time stuff, but he made a few bad enemies. Guys that put a real scare into him one night that made him get out of the game altogether.
Sorry, another quick question.
Yeah.
So the narrator is Maddie's only family, right?
Yeah, I guess their parents are dead.
Doesn't that also mean that the narrator doesn't also have any family now?
Yeah, I guess so. His brother's dead and his parents are dead.
So, are you sure it's not him that has the enemies?
It's possible. Like, they came for his brother and it's on him. Ooh, maybe that's the twist.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's how they got twisted off?
Yeah, yeah, it got twisted right off.
Okay.
There was nothing like that,
She said.
He's totally clean. Got a good job clearing out old houses. Like when someone dies, he gets all that junk out, gets it sorted, helps sort out the junk from the antiques, takes a commission of the sales.
Does he skim? I asked. Maybe someone felt cheated. She shook her head.
He buys the stuff he likes, but it's always a fair price. Everybody loved him. Everybody.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Just double everyone.
Yeah. The cops investigated it. Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, it should have been everybody loved him. Everyone.
Everyone. The cops investigated, of course, but there was no leads, no evidence of a break-in, no one with a grudge. It was like Maddie had twisted his own head off and set it in his lap. One of the detectives mentioned that more than half the murders go unsolved. It seemed this would be one of them. Weeks passed and I stuck around trying to help Elizabeth put her life back together. Even after the police were done scouring her place, she refused to go back in. We hired people to clean up the blood, but they told me there was only so much they could do. The hardwood in the bedroom would never give up that stain. Finally, it fell on me. Go into the place and gather a few Elizabeth's things. They were going to put it up for sale. She was still in pieces, planning to move back in with her parents, probably permanently. I rented it permanently. I rented a truck and some basic tools, told her I'd get to work. Up until that point, I've been staying in a cheap Airbnb nearby. But with Maddie's house reopened, I figured I could spend a few nights there while I packed up. When I mentioned the idea, Elizabeth gave me a weird look.
You shouldn't stay there.
She said, that was a total different voice. Why not? I asked. But she couldn't come up with a good reason. Of course, the day I got into the place, the first thing I did was head to the bedroom. I guess I just had to see it. The cleaners had clearly scrubbed the hell out of the place, but there was still a nasty stain in the center of the room. The mark was roughly circular and maybe 3 feet across, mostly gray, but grew darker at the edges. Almost black. Before she sold the house, Elizabeth would have had the boards replaced, maybe put in carpeting, something. Elizabeth killed him. It feels like it's already the thing.
Oh, yeah.
For a few seconds, I just stood there looking at the black circle, imagining my brother inside it permanently. Once I had spent a few moments staring, I looked up from the stain, really taking in the place in for a first time. Elizabeth had been kidding about the antiques all over the apartment, where old hutches and paintings of ships at sea, sets of china and cigar store Indians. My brother had always had an eye for quality. The thing that really stuck with me, though, was a wood carving of an owl, which was standing right in the corner of their old bedroom. The thing was larger than life, coming all the way up to my shoulder, carved all of a single trunk of elm. It was one solid piece, save for a single amber eye made of glass inlay. The only eye hole was empty. The other eye hole was empty, giving the odd impression that the carving was winking at you. Oh boy, the owl is winking at me.
Ooh, I kind of really like that. Oh my gosh, I understand now.
Go on.
It's a chupacabra.
Oh, okay. Elaborate on that.
Oh no, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
You can create it up in your head.
Sure. The wood had been lacquered maybe a dozen times, leaving it with an uneven plastic sheen. Deep cracks ran through one of the wings and in the neck, and the base was discolored from water damage. It certainly didn't look lifelike, yet somehow it felt oddly alive. All afternoon, as I packed up boxes of Elizabeth's clothes and shoes, the eye followed me. I'm usually not the kind of guy to get spooked by anything, but I guess after everything that had happened to Maddie, I got kind of on edge. Eventually, I threw an old towel over the carving's head, covering the eye. It felt a little stupid, but it made me feel a little better. I would do that. That's the shit. That's the shit I would do.
You don't want to deal with it. You just put the
Yeah, just put a sheet over it.
Deal with it later.
Yeah, stop looking at me. A few hours went by. A bunch of boxes got packed, and it started to get dark. My first instinct was to sleep in the living room, away from the stain, and honestly, away from the owl. I turned off the lights and stretched out on the couch, but it was old and lumpy. Impossible to get comfortable. Maddie's mattress, practically brand new, lay untouched in the other room. Finally, after maybe an hour of rolling around, my back aching from the day of hard labor, I grabbed the blanket and headed for Maddie's old room, carefully walking around the black circle. As I tossed the blanket on the bed, I looked in the corner of the room at the owl carving. The towel I tossed on over his head is now on the ground. I wondered how it had fallen off. Maybe I'd been careless when I covered the statue in the first place. The eye caught the moonlight watching. As stupid as it made me feel, I got up and walked over, picking up the towel off the floor. As I did, I heard a distinct sound, something like rats' feet skittering inside the owl. There's a rat infestation?
Oh my gosh, is it the Rat Man?
It's the Rat Man. I jumped back halfway into the bed, still holding the towel in my hand. For a moment, I stared at the carving, daring it to move, waiting for another sound. Nothing. The whole time, though, even as I was watching it, the amber eye watched me. Slowly, I walked back to the carving and threw the towel over it, and then I backed across the room to the bed, not quite realizing I was stepping through the black circle on the floor. Finally, I collapsed onto the mattress, curled under the blanket, and fell asleep. I woke to a crackling sound.
Oh, sad.
That was the crackling sound.
Okay.
At first, everything was still, then through the moonlight near dark of the room, I watched as the owl statue began to move. First, its left wing pushed out from inside, then its right. The wood pushed out perhaps 5 inches, revealing something black and skeletal inside. It looked almost like the Transformers Maddie and I had played with as kids, unseen robots pushing out through the plastic panels of a vehicle to reveal their inner or their hidden shiny bones.
I hate the unseen robots.
Yeah, unseen robots. Robots
You
in
can
disguise.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you can use that.
Yeah, it's a slogan. People just say it all the time. Robots in disguise. Anyway. I lay transfixed as 2 thin black legs pushed out hidden panels near the owl's base. The black legs, at least, they seemed like legs. Couldn't have been much wider than a curtain rod. They pushed all the way down to the floor. Then the whole carving began to move towards me. The wood swayed on unseen thing inside it. Some too thin creature wearing the wooden owl-like armor. I looked for a way out. I could have jumped to the window, but I was on the 2nd floor and the thing was moving too fast now anyway. As I reached for the bed, it reached out in its thin black arms growing impossibly long, its hands flattening and growing wide like dinner plates. Then it placed them over my ears and everything went black. Wait, why would it place over the ears and then it went black?
Maybe the Who was a little too scary for the owl.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You asked me. I gave
Well, it's
you
like
an answer.
I would think covering up the eyes and then everything would go black, you know? Not the ears.
I don't know. Maybe at the sound deafening of the scream of the Who
Ooh.
scared everything. So then you shut your eyes and everything went black, or you went so deaf that you're like, ah.
Yeah, fucking bursted your eardrums.
I don't know.
I woke up to find myself sitting on a wooden chair from the kitchen. The owl must have brought it in while I was passed out. He had placed me inside the black circle. I thought of Maddie sitting there, just like me, not that long ago. I tried to move, but the long black rods that I had assumed were the owl's legs bound my ankles to the chair. Its hands still gripped my head, their grip only slightly more relaxed than when it first grasped me. Carving itself stood only a few inches in front of me, though it fixed me with its amber eye. I could see now that the other eye hole was now open, revealing something black and moving inside. "What are you?" I asked, barely able to speak. I think it laughed. At least it sounded like a laugh. Fuck, what's a good voice for this? No, I'm not gonna do Mickey Mouse again. "I'm not quite an owl," it said. Its voice was low, echoing out through the cracks in the owl's wooden shell. "I'm not quite a person either." Fuck, dude, this voice is gonna hurt.
Do it.
Some days I feel closer to bird, some days closer to man. But actually, I've been around long before owls ever flew.
Fuck me.
Are you saying that this thing is gender fluid?
Yeah.
Not quite a man, but not quite an owl. Sometimes I feel one or the other.
One or the other. Not quite man, not quite owl.
Yep.
Of course,
It continued.
Owls are generally far less interesting than humans.
Dude, this voice is gonna kill me.
They're basic creatures. Give them a moonlight night and a field full of frightened mice, and they'll be happy. So happy. Every single time. For humans.
Fuck, that one high pitched.
Or for humans, nothing is ever enough.
Holy fuck. Why did I choose this voice? Is it coming across clearly of what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
Yes. I don't know if the recording's gonna come off clearly, but at least in Discord it.
Well,
clearly comes
okay. If it comes off across in Discord, fine. It comes across on recording, at least fine.
Okay.
It clicked its tongue, then got quiet.
But there is one area in which owls truly excel, which I have always admired.
It said.
They are fantastic at turning their heads. So much better than
I'm slowly dying.
so much better than humans. It's an area. It's not even a competition. Not even close.
Does me dying add anything to that?
I can hear you like dying slowly.
As I progressively have to keep talking. Because this is a different voice. This is, instead of like, because when you speak, you like exhale.
Yeah, I know.
This is me breathing in as I talk. It doesn't hurt, it's just hard.
I know. I know how to make that voice. It's a pain in the ass.
As it said this, I felt the pressure from its plate-like hands increase against my temples, and it turned my neck about 90 degrees to the right. Not enough to hurt exactly, but it was certainly uncomfortable. Thought of Matty, his head twisted clean off and set carefully in his lap. Ooh, wait, this is me. Why are you doing this? I asked.
I'm sorry. It went from like a cool guy to like Ash Ketchum mixed with Napoleon Dynamite.
I don't know why I changed the voice, to be honest.
What are you doing?
God. Pikachu, why?
Because as I said, humans are interesting, but also frustrating. Not to belabor the comparison to apples, but truly, your eyesight is quite poor.
Fuck.
And not just your night vision, your ability to see.
Dude, it's like not working sometimes.
Your ability to see yourself is quite abysmal. Watching you with only one eye, I can see.
Do you want to switch it up so you don't lose
No.
your voice?
I'm not gonna lose my voice off of this, I don't think.
I can see the truth about you that you simply cannot face.
What the fuck are you talking about? I screamed. It held a black finger to its beak, shushing me.
Please,
It said,
if you must scream, wait until you really, really must. Later in the game, it may be unavoidable.
"Game?" I whispered. Holy fuck, does he not shut the fuck up? I see a whole goss. This thing, why does it speak, bro?
Because it's doesn't know if it wants to be a human or if it's
My
feeling like
bad.
it's an owl.
My bad. I forgot it was owl
Humans
man
talk-
fluid.
It's one of my inventions. Though it's not too different from some human games. A little bit of truth. A little... A little bit of truth.
I can't say the word truth in that voice.
A little bit of truth or dare. A little bit of mercy. Mostly mercy.
Is it the TH or there's the T?
Yeah, I think the THs and the T's just fuck with me. It just
The rules aren't complicated. I'll be telling you some truth about your life. Un- Unpleasant truth.
Fuck. I can't say the word truth in that voice.
Each truth will come with a bit of pain, both mental and physical. When you've had enough, simply speak the word mercy, and your pain will be over.
And my head will be in my lap, I said.
Very good.
It said.
I
I need water. Fuck. No.
Okay.
Give me a water break.
It's giving. I am so warm right now laughing. So
Good.
give me a second.
I'm not editing the shit out of this video.
Yeah.
I knew you were a smart one. In that case, it sounds like no further explanation will be needed. Except that I should add, the result of this exercise will be
Dude, the fucking spikes in like sound is crazy to me.
inevitable. You will eventually beg for mercy. Out of compassion, I'll go ahead and offer you an opportunity to ask for it. For it right now. Just spare yourself the pain ahead.
To be fair, this is probably what I think it would sound like, to be honest.
That's honestly like what I would think it would sound like too. It's just
Because it's like it's a wooden owl statue with some black lanky mass. For a moment, I considered the offer. It would be easy to let it simply do what it wanted, to give my head one great final twist. That would be it. Nothing would hurt after that. But something in me wasn't ready to let go. No, I said, not yet. Deep from within the owl's wooden head, the dark thing looked at me. Then it seemed to nod. I felt its impossibly strong hands tighten around my head and began to turn it, perhaps 10 more degrees to the right. It was definitely past the point of uncomfortable now. Okay.
sorry. I was just like, just 10 more degrees to the right.
Just 10 more
Right
degrees.
there. Oh yes.
Oh, yeah. It's like when I adjust the shower and it's like cold to hot. Just 10 more degrees.
Yep.
Along with his pain, I'll be stating a truth that carries a similar amount of mental anguish.
The dark thin thing. Said the dark said thing. Whatever. Oh my god, my glasses are fogging the fuck up. Give me like 1 second. I can't see.
No, I said not yet.
Not yet. Oh my god.
I don't know if that's where we're at.
No, we're definitely past that.
Well, sucks.
Okay.
I would like to start by saying that you were never a good brother. As a boy, you were the golden child, taking all of your mother's love, allowing a narrative to develop that your brother was an eternal fuck up. Though you pretended to be kind to him, Secretly. Secretly, deep down, you were happy to play the role of the favored son. Sometimes it even made you happy to hear your mother ranting at him. Refusing him meals as he cried in his room, knowing that his misdeeds only made you look all the better.
My breath just died. All the better.
No!
I said, trying to wrinkle my neck free.
Is that what Maddie said? I was a good brother. After Mom used to tear into him, I'd go to his room, bring him snacks. When she threw his dinner into the trash, I took care of him. Pikachu, no.
What kind of person is this mom?
Fucking an asshole, apparently. Refusing your kid's food is like almost a crime, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, like, as long... I won't even get into it. Fine.
Yeah, say that for the podcast.
Yeah.
Write that down for later.
Writing it down.
The thing's hands tightened around my head, turning it even farther.
That happened once or twice,
Said the thing.
It was a little comfort to your brother. More often than not, he went to sleep hungry, well aware that no one loved him, least of all you.
I wanted to say more, but I knew it would only bring pain. I held my tongue.
Even in adulthood, you let your brother flounder.
Jesus Christ, the fucking high pitches, dude. It gets me every time. It said.
It would have been so easy to help him.
Oh my god.
It would have been so easy to help him out with only a few $1,000. You knew he was
The fuck is that word? Destitute?
Where's it at? Like, I'm following along, but not that well.
You knew that he was destitute?
I
I think that's the right word.
think.
You knew he was destitute, selling drugs to make ends meet. I'm not quite sure what the word destitute means.
He would have blown that money in a week, I said. Might have gone on a bender, gotten himself killed.
No.
It shouted, growing angry at me now.
You were selfish. You wanted to see him twist in the wind. You wanted to be superior.
Yelling in that voice is not fun.
Why are you even here?
It asked.
You never visited when he was alive. Perhaps it actually frustrated. Perhaps it actually frustrated you to see him getting his life together. Or is it Elizabeth? You always felt she was too good for Maddie. But you always secretly had a little grudge, didn't you? Maybe now that he's dead.
No!
I said, and hot tears were starting to roll down my face.
I was just trying to be a good brother, I swear.
Too late.
The thing shouted.
Too late.
why is that the two that second too late sounded like an angry like significant other. Too late. It's too late for you.
Is it really bad that I really hope that the owl is Maddie?
Yeah. I'm just giving Maddie a fucked up voice. Actually, that could be a thing too, but he has long, lanky arms though.
Honestly, I really wanted to just like, I hate you. I'm haunting this because I hate
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
brother."
he's the ghost of it.
Yes.
Oh, dude, that'd be a clear twist. It twisted my head again. I felt a wetness on my skin. Wondered if I had began to bleed.
Mercy.
the thing shouted.
Simply say the word and this will be over. Your brother but suffered far less.
I'm sorry, Maddie, I said, talking into the dark. I'm sorry, I did my best. I really did love you. Always. The voice just changes every time.
Mercy.
Shouted the thing. These shouts are killing me. Just keep going, I said. It'll be over soon enough, but I'll never ask for it.
Never.
As I said the words, the first rays of sun cut through the drawn shades where the rays struck the thing's hands. There was a smoky smell.
Mercy, quick.
that fucked up.
Mercy, quick. Or it will only hurt worse.
Shouted the thing, but there was a note of fear in its own tone now. Go ahead, then, I said. But it didn't. The sun shone even more brightly. Slowly, the pressure on my temples began to ease. The black limbs withdrew. The owl began to back away into its corner. But the time dawn had fully flooded the room. The carving was back in place. That morning, I returned to Elizabeth's parents' house with a few boxes of her things. I must have looked pretty wrecked because she asked how I was doing, a note of concern in her voice. I'm okay, I said. But I can't stay here anymore. I've got to get home. She nodded understanding. All right. I think it's supposed to be understandingly or something. I don't know.
No, it's understanding.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it, she said. And I think I can handle the rest. I've been leaning on you too hard.
Suddenly, a wave of panic flooded through me. Promise you won't stay there, I said. Promise?
I would never, she said. Even when Maddie was alive, I didn't like sleeping there. All those old antiques, I never liked the smell, but Maddie loved them, so...
Thank you, I said, trying to stay composed, for being so good to him. She reached out and gave me a big hug.
I know you two hadn't hung out much over the last few years, but Maddie always said you were there when he needed him.
She said,
Now I see what he meant.
She looked over to my rental truck. There in the bed lay the wooden owl. He's taking it with him. Okay.
Yep. He likes that pain.
He's a masochist. He plays Dark Souls on his free time.
Is that one of Maddie's?
She asked. I was hoping you would let me have it, I said. One last thing to remember him by. She shrugged. I've never seen it before.
Maybe he... Oh, wait. I've never seen it before. Maybe he'd just gotten it.
Yeah, I said. Could be. I said goodbye and got into the truck. Then I drove. I headed out in the city, out where the urban sprawl gave way to some kind of forest marked with a few sunny meadows. When I was satisfied I had reached the middle of nowhere, I stopped. I took the statue from the bed of the truck and dragged it out into a sunny field. All the while I heard the scattering sound inside. It was getting hot towards afternoon, and I could tell the heat and light was affecting the thing inside. I knew the wood was full of little cracks. Some of them must have been big enough to let the light through. It's still only noon, I said. Not quite the hottest part of the day. I'll that be for hours from now. Maybe at 3 or 4. I wonder if you'll make it that far. A small shriek emerged from inside the owl. I ignored it. Now, over in the truck, I've got a saw, I continued. I could cut this owl shell of yours right in half and let the light take you. And I will, but first I'm going to need you to ask for mercy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. How do you feel about that story? I'm going to be honest, that ending was a bit weak.
Honestly, I really wanted Matt or the narrator to lead into like, yeah, I hated him. I didn't want to give him money. Just like lead into whatever stuff that
Like one of those like
Oh man.
one of those like things where you like the person that you didn't like that much is now dead, but they're actually not, and they're just trying to see how you feel about them type thing.
No, no, no. I wanted the narrator to just like, no, I really hated Maddie. Maddie was a terrible brother. I loved like just like lean into how
Oh, being
terrible
being
the
an ass.
narrator is. Like, yeah, I slept with your wife.
Damn,
Blah,
he
blah,
didn't even
blah.
do that.
I know. Just like start like leading in, like telling more lies that the owl man couldn't even like stop. You're not. I'm like, do it.
Do it, pussy.
Hurt me. I like it.
I like I like it.
And just make it far worse. And the owl man's like, I can't do this. And I really wanted to just it should have led into more of like
they
him
should
actually
have.
torturing the owl man thing. Just
Yeah, like they should have continued a little bit into him like fucking with the thing now that it's in a sunny
Yeah.
field.
and just slowly like breaking open the shell and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
this is what you get.
And then it would have forced me to do that voice and scream.
Oh my god, it burns. There goes my skin.
Honestly, like, I didn't mind it. It was like good up until like it was almost a little anticlimactic.
A little bit, yeah. It's like, oh, the sun's here.
And it would have been, I don't know, it was good. I feel like a lot of these stories, it kind of leaves me like there should have been a little bit more,
Yeah.
a little bit.
But that's the point of the no sleep. It's to make you think, I guess.
I know.
I think it was good. It's probably one of the better ones we've actually read.
It's not as good as the Lucifer one.
Are you saying that because of the voice I did for like an hour straight?
That one was actually really long.
It was far too long.
No, this was one probably of the better ones.
Yeah, I mean it has the February 2023 winner Best Series of 2023 award. So
Hmm.
I was hoping it would be good, and it was good. It's just there's a little bit more that I would desire to see, but other than that, it's like relatively good.
Yeah,
All the fuck ups came more on my end,
that's true.
but yeah, I think it was good.
It was pretty good.